Money FM 89.3, the best of Saturday mornings. Wide World on Money FM 89.3.
Welcome back to the show. We are going to talk now about the Culture Cartel, Asia's first of its kind regional international street culture convention. It is coming to the Singapore EXPO the 17th to the 19th of January, and it is going to show local and global street culture under this year's theme of Icons Uprising, expecting thousands and thousands of people to come with over 250 participating brands and artists from across the region. Joining us in the studio to talk to us now about it, Dong Ang is an artist that is going to be showing at the Culture Cartel. Jeremy Tan, the co-founder of Culture Cartel, along with Mandeep Chopra, also co-founder. Welcome to you all. Jeremy, let's start with you. Give us an overview of what this event is going to be all about.
This event is what street culture encompasses everything. So street culture is a very wide genre. Most of you think it's about streetwear, it's about the graffiti, but it's so wide. It's like all the luxury brands now is collaborating with street culture. The cars are having street culture as well. So it's about everything that you think you know and many more that you don't know. So do come and check us out. There's going to be tattoo conventions, there's going to be competition, there's going to be global artists coming down from all over the world actually. As near as Malaysia, Thailand, to as far as Italy, US, we have a couple of artists coming down. China, Japan, Korea, and many, many more. And we're covering everything. From your trading cards, games, which is very big now, like per trading card that you've seen online could have gone for 40,000, 200,000, to exciting lines up like BMW with the Nicky Diamonds collaboration that is coming up. It's like global brands with artists and tattoo artists that's coming down that you've seen that they spend hours and hours of work, and there's a big competition going on. So we have like guys competing from Italy, I think France coming down, some of the guys, Australia. And we have
a lot of things are going on.
So many things that I'm barely scratching the surface.
Well, Mandeep, let's bring you in. It's worth pointing out that both you and Mandeep, both you and Jeremy have regular full-time jobs. You're doing this because it's a real passion project to you. What makes Culture Cartel so special to you, and what can Singaporeans expect?
I think it's very different from a lot of the other conventions. I think it's like what Jeremy mentioned, it's all-encompassing. I think we are very inclusive. It's not like, you have to be of a certain, I like toys or I like tattoos. I think we bring everybody together, and that's what I like. And it's very family-friendly. So, I think we just represent so many different pillars. It just makes it seem just welcome. It's going to be something, if it's the first time you're going there, it's going to be an assault on senses. Just imagine seeing people getting tattoos live. I mean, it's not something you see every day, right? But yeah, it's just, I like the sense that we bring communities together, right? So you might be into toys, but hey, now you're exposed to something else, right? So I love that part about our convention.
So I guess my question, can I get my Labubu doll there on the weekend?
Yes.
Is it going to cost me $100 like it costs me everywhere else?
Yes, it will. That part doesn't change.
Let's bring Dawn into the conversation.
Bring Dawn quickly.
You're not making Labubu dolls, I assume, as an artist. What are you doing, Dawn? I know you're a multidisciplinary creative person. What's your role at the culture event?
I find it really hard to encompass all the things that I do, because I just take on projects that are interesting to me. So a lot of time it's like brands, MNCs, they just come to me so that I can outfit their space with murals, or it could be a little graphic design thing for a brand. It could be live painting. It could be, and now somehow I've fallen into the influencer life. Yeah, so it's all super fun and really exciting.
But at Culture Cartel, you're involved in designing an exclusive phone case as part of a limited edition series. Now, as anybody listening to this knows, you go into any mall or any heartland shopping centre in Singapore, there are stalls and stalls and stalls selling phone cases.
Yes.
So what is it that's special about yours?
I don't know. I think there's nothing special about mine, but I think it's something
You worked
that
with a really cool brand.
Yes, I work with Casetify and Culture Cartel, and I think like what's fun is that I get to hero their brands, and I think like that's a lot of what I do, to try to lift up the brands, and like everyone has something exciting to look forward to enjoy the art, to make it relatable, to make it fun and colorful.
And Dawn, those who are listening may know you by Aeropalmics, right?
Yes.
That's your art name, or your handle, I guess, the way you would look at it. And Dawn, to be involved in Culture Cartel in this 17th to 19th January thing, what does it mean for you as a local artist, for other local Singaporean artists? Of course, we know we have the international folks coming in, but to have a platform like this, what are you hoping to gain from being there for a couple of days?
I think a lot of it is just like enjoying community and celebrating art. So we're going there for the spectacle, to, you know, have an exciting thing to do with your friends. You can bring your family. And I think what's exciting is you can, I don't know, bring something different to the Singapore landscape. Because I think a lot of it is like we're just shopping, we're doing like the occasional nature thing, and there's a lot of food. So the more like art fairs that are happening, the more like culture things, the more things that bring like the international stage into Singapore will always like keep pushing us forward. That.
Jeremy, don't you find it extraordinary? I arrived here in 1996. If you'd have told me then that we'd be devoting 100,000 square feet to a street culture festival that'll have tattoo competitions, along with all the other things you mentioned, 250 brands, artists, art, fashion, music, tattoos and toys, all under one roof, and it'll be absolutely packed, I just wouldn't have believed you. It's extraordinary in itself how far our street culture has evolved in Singapore. So my question is, how do you curate? You know, it's such a vibrant culture now with people like Dawn, and we've had others on the show as well. How do you curate what goes in?
It's a very good question. Back then, when we first started, everybody was asking us, what's a street culture convention? We have seen Singularity Toy Convention, Singularity Tattoo Convention. We're just tell them everything, and just imagine it being mashed up. So for the curation part, there's a lot of different community that we reach out to. We are asking beyond our knowledge, what is cool, what's people wanting to see. So for new things, we are bringing in an artist called David Hyun. He's Canada-based. It's going to be here. His platform of engaging his audience is TikTok. So TikTok engagement with audience is pretty new. It's like the last 2-3 years. And it's so engaging that the guys, every launch that he does sells out immediately.
Wow.
And he has like 1 million followers on TikTok. And the other angle that we are going to was AI. So AI artists, we are bringing this guy called Visual Dome. Tony, he's Australian-based UK artist that is coming in. And his artwork that you see is like the works that you will see on a Mad Max poster, or like a clips of a 10-second clips that it looks like a movie production. And it's totally mind-blowing, and we are bringing him in. And if you think of the aesthetics of the usual what street culture is about, just by telling you this is extreme ends of art. Very, very different, but yet it's very interesting. So we are there to bring the community together. And the curation happens from, I think, certain biasness of what we think it will work, and certain biasness comes from, what the community is telling us will be interesting. And we just take in, and once we take it in, the biasness leaves, and then this just becomes a bigger and bigger platform for everybody.
Yeah, Mandeep, over to you. And we're speaking about the Culture Cartel, which is happening the 17th to the 19th of January here at Singapore EXPO Hall, talking with Don Ang, Aeropalmics, the artist, Jeremy Tan, and Mandeep Chopra, co-founders of the Culture Cartel. Mandeep, back to you. When you look at what's going to be happening during these 2 days, how is it different than the other 4 editions that you've had of this? Now, I know COVID got in the way for a couple of them. It started before COVID, and then COVID happened, and you've done a bit after. What is the difference in this one versus the earlier versions of it?
I think there's quite a few differences. I mean, Jeremy touched on some. It's just like new areas of art. I think one interesting thing which we haven't done is we have a collector vault this time. So just really interesting people who we thought had amazing collections. Some people that come to mind, we have LM Chu, who has an amazing Star Wars collection, like vintage stuff, and I think this is the first time she's ever showcasing them up to the public. Who else? We have let me just Sophie Chandra with a Hello Kitty collection. Alex Turnbull is a friend of mine. He's one of the original Stussy crew. So like he has amazing vintage, amazing collection of Stussy jackets. And I think it's the first time he's putting it all together. I'm taking part 2, by the way. So I have my sneaker, like a nice creation of like really cool sneakers. Just things which mean a lot to me. A lot of them very valuable also, so I'm a bit scared putting them up there.
So just to jump in, so it's also an exhibition. You're not just selling these products, you're just showcasing these products.
I mean, so yes, it's showcasing. I think with Culture Cartel, what's interesting, it's showcasing, it's informing, it's educating. We have panel discussions. We want to inspire. Yes, so it's just a lot of elements. And again, what I mentioned is just bringing different communities together. Just now you're talking about my brother. He's also going to display his vintage jersey collection. I know you're into football.
Well, just to jump in, your family owns the Westin sports stores in Singapore. And I've got to ask this question because I have to. What is the most valuable sneaker you have? And will it be on display? That's what our listeners really want to know.
I don't like talking about value and prices. I really don't.
Singaporeans do.
Yes, they do. So I have this. A few years back, there was this auction of a LV Virgil Abloh Nike Air Force One. So I paid a lot of money to win that auction. So that's probably in terms of investment money, that's probably the biggest. But a lot of interesting other stuff, like the Back to the Future shoe, which Michael J. Fox wore.
Oh, wow. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
That one. So yeah, just a lot of things which meant a lot to me, and as a personal thing, or like a vintage Jordan 1. Just anything which I thought is iconic and to the history of sneakers and made a difference, not just to my life, but to, in general. I think I have a very nice creation of cool products.
You have the Back to the Future 2 shoe you're talking about, the one that he inflates?
Yes, that autosave self-lace one.
Wow.
Yeah, I have the original. I mean, not the actual one. It was a remake, and
they did a limited edition release.
So it's an eBay auction done really long ago. So I got 2 pairs back then. I sold one to fun. Anyway, never mind. Let's not go there. Again, I don't like talking about money.
To buy your apartment.
Well, Max is going to be there, so you better keep a close eye on all those shoes.
Okay.
Max will definitely be interested.
I think we need to up our security, Jeremy.
Just from Max. Yeah.
This sounds like really an unusual thing. What kind of feedback are you getting already from the community, or even from people that may not be part of the community but are just hearing about this, saying, "Hey, this sounds really interesting"? What are you hearing from folks?
No, great feedback. I mean, we took a year's break, so I think people are just happy. It's again, Don mentioned, more stuff like this for Singapore. It's only a good thing, right? I'm very local and I like to fly that Singapore flag high. I think that's one of the main reasons why I got into this and I joined Jeremy on this venture. I mean, just whatever we can do to, shout out our little tiny red dot. I mean, streetwear, yes, there's much bigger, more famous cities, which, you can say that is a bigger thing. But, Singapore, yeah, we might be small, but I like to think we shout above our weight. Yeah.
Jeremy, let me ask you, because I think we've touched on art, tattoos, fashion, footwear, music. We haven't really talked about music. What's planned for the music scene?
Well, we got so one of our crew. He's a resident DJ, my resident DJ for a lot of different events. Eden. So he has curated a series of different friends, DJs along. So every evening from 6 p.m. onwards, there will be a different DJ sets that's being taken locally, and regional DJs going to take sets in that. So this is just a first sort of curating the music into the whole element and making it a bit more enjoyable. And even if you're there just to bask in the environment, you can do that. And the other thing that we didn't touch on, we were speaking about family. So McDonald's have decided to join us on this journey. which McDonald's is a family brand. We are doing something special as well. We are doing some interesting collaboration that's going to happen there. There's going to be interactions. There's going to be a delivery drop-off point. So these are the things that you will normally not see in other convention. If it's pure street culture.
Yeah.
So our definition of street culture is slightly different. So I think that's what makes it interesting.
So you mean real street culture in the sense that you'll actually have food drop-offs to the event, to artists, participants, like you would if they were doing street art and so on?
Yeah. So again, like if you're purist, if you're street culture, you will say that, oh no, this is something that maybe I would not participate. If you're a purist of high fashion, you say, no, something I would not participate in this. But what we have managed to do is we managed to convince the different communities to come together. And again, like the grey line between what is the usual, we have actually broadened the grey line and mixed everything together.
Really, really interesting. And Dawn, we're going to give the last word to you. Ladies go last in this case. But when you think about the community that you talked about, like just bringing people together and having people really understand what street culture is about from your perspective, what are you hoping that the first-time person who goes to the Culture Cartel this year, what do you hope they walk away with after this 100,000 square feet of exhibition space? What do you want them to walk away thinking?
I think it's always nice when you just like come across things that are new. Like you learn something, maybe you're like not into tattoos, and then you see like something beautiful. And I think that's like the power of art, right? Like the power of like good visuals is that it can change your mind. It can like broaden perspective. It can shout like a specific slogan, like something that is important that you want to put out in the world. And I think like it's the same with every kind of creative outlet, where it can make something mundane very beautiful, and then it just changes your perspective. I think that's nice.
And what are you interested to see? Anything you want to see outside of your sort of art zone? What are you interested to see at Culture Cartel?
I don't know. I guess I always go there and like get surprised because there's always so much to look at. There's like, and then you just meet friends, you meet new people, and yeah, that's always a good thing. Like meet people in the community, meet friends of friends who can like, and then you like just end up having a long conversation about something completely esoteric, and then it's just pleasant.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Thanks to Dawn Ang, artist, Aero Palmix, and Jeremy Tan, Mandeep Chopra of Culture Cartel, the Culture Cartel 5th edition, 17th to 19th of January, Singapore EXPO Hall number 5. And we wish you great luck with this. We're definitely going to go down. I know Max and I will go down for sure and have a look around to check out your shoes, check out your art, check out everything. But
I'm stealing the Back to the Future shoes. I'm telling you now. I'm telling you now. We'll have one each.
I'm only displaying one, by the way, so you guys got to fight over that.
if you see a very suspicious-looking tall Angmo around your shoes, you know who it is.
I'm talking to the security, don't worry. Pictures are being circulated already.
I'm having it.
Thanks for being with us all on Money FM.
Thank you.
Thank you.
To listen to more great interviews, download our podcasts at audio.sg or download the audio app. That's AWEDIO, audio at the App Store and Google Play.